Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCK matchup.
Is what you can get when your bottom side is a little bit in tatters.
Yeah, we'll see if any of our mid laners, get a moment to push, but you're exactly right. I don't think that Mordekaiser and Cassante are going to be giant threats in the side lane unless Zeus gets massive or your team does. But yeah, Trevi's just going to return here. We do a lot of action, actually. Zoner's on the top side here as well, trying to threaten Keen. All Out is down, but Zeus also being pressured under his turret. Who's going to be the first top laner to fall is really the question as the sleep will come in, but the Senna ult helping a bit. A lot of tanking goes in from Guma as Keen is very low, but no kill just yet. Another plate to go down, and finally it will come through. First blood, and Zeus will go down as we expected, but first blood does go to T1.
Now there's no teleport here to protect this top lane, so a lot of this is it looks like Gen.G more interested in pushing plates bottom side, not willing to take a fight. They already bought 5 minutes of time with that first dragon. I say that though, Lehens is going to come over and mess around. Does have unsealed, but no smite set, and they are just going to give this up.
Yeah, pretty surprising. I mean, they got a plate and bot past 8 in the later stage of the game, but either way, we are going to get this TP up from the side of Zeus, as it does look like they do want to go for the fight. Keen just in the front line trying to zone this one away as the smite, where will it go? It does go to Gen.G as Lehens is in the death chamber, but he is still alive. Zeus in that front line trying to take down this Ornn and might be able to, but no, does get rooted up. Meanwhile, Keen will go down. Faker does pick up that kill as the Rift Herald did go to Gen.G.
Really a split read here from T1. They sent Zeus bottom. They had Kalista pushing top, and then they suddenly opted to fight. They ended up winning the fight, and they got a kill onto Keen, but they lost the objective. Guma looks like he's still going to be able to get this turret after winning the ensuing fight, but it looked like T1 were just going to give and try to get advantages in top and bottom instead. But late committed to the fight, and then we're still successful there. Again, Corki not very strong just yet, but the Mordekaiser ult is game-changing when you can fight that Gen.G can offer. Yeah, they have a big front line, and their Zeri isn't online just yet, but if T1 are indecisive and a few spears land, that's Dragon going over, and Keen's pushing forward.
Yeah, Keen trying to catch Faker. That's not going to work out. Now he just gets hooked and has to flash away. The sleep is coming in, and Keen is just dead, as Zoner will pick up that kill. Keen very over-aggressive in that moment, trying to start a fight onto Valkyrie Corki, as now Gen.G still trying to fight for this one 4v5. They have the poke, but at the end of the day, they're just going to have to give it up.
His ult is almost here, but I think without it, you just can't win this one. You got to leave, and that they will. Jovi trying to trade this for a turret. It's super low. It looks like he will get away with this. He can just slide over the wall. If anyone tries to go for a punish, we'll scout with his extendo. This might be a bridge too far.
Yeah, they're actually trying to ult this as well. Is it actually a zoning ult? I mean, they've got Senna here, they've got Ornn. They're just trying to cut T1 off from trying to defend the mid turret. As meanwhile, they're going to have Keen TP down to the bottom lane to stop this turret from going down.
It was a pretty peculiar decision from Keen to try to engage there in that last fight. I feel like Gen.G were in prime position to get grouped around this Baron. And like you say, with Rend and the Mordekaiser ult, you could do some fancy footwork there, but if you end up trying to take Baron and failing, the game basically ends as Hook comes through.
Yeah, that is Lehens. He's got some backup this time around. There have been a couple of awkward moments. Now the ult is going to be sent into the Ornn as now the TP comes in. Lehens is dead though. I mean, there's just no way for him to get out. That's a pick on a Lehens, and now T1 absolutely could consider this Baron, but still a very even game, and it looks like they just want to go for mid-tier 1 instead. Guma just going to flash because he went the wrong way.
Yeah,
wanted to go very fast to mid, I guess, and well, he will get in there as Keen going to be pulled back by the Mordekaiser. Got to be careful. Send Zeus down there.
Runins is done for Chovy. I mean, he's starting to build towards some lifesteal here.
Here on this Ocean Drake.
Lehens has smite set on his unsealed. He's ready to potentially double smite this one with Canyon here. A lot of damage. That combo very difficult to steal this one away as T1. Chovy?
Oh, the ult here from Carrier. They're going to catch Chovy, and he should be going down. Down he goes. As meanwhile, Gen.G trying to do something in mid, but Guma's just hopping away. Keen trying to go 1v3 here, nearly takes down Faker, but at the end of the day, it's 2 kills for the side of T1. Carrier still on the chase here. Lehens in a lot of trouble against this Kalista, and slowly and surely he's going to survive, actually. Does not burn down.
They're looking for a Baron.
Maybe gonna go for it. Faker's doing the dragon for some reason.
He does not have teleport, and I don't know if they saw him. It looks like he was seen on the ward. Gen.G do know. They're gonna come over here and contest this. Lehens has no ult though. This is gonna be a Hail Mary. He has smite, but no flash.
Yeah. How does he get over the wall? Well, I guess he's just gonna try to walk in from the top side. That's not gonna happen. You might just have to go over to Canyon on the steal as the spear really catches it, but no, with the Kalista, an easy secure here for T1.
T1's punish game, point and click, set up the knockup, very easy to lock Chovy down there. And Gen.G's setups have been a little bit rocky, to say it nicely. They will be able to, it looks like, even up the dragons here, but it feels like a consolation prize.
2 games, one was 26, one was 24, so now T1 up against Gen.G, finally putting up a good fight, and perhaps Gen.G just weren't quite ready for this level of fight, you know? T1 are certainly bringing their A game today as well. They're going to lose the blue for some reason. Canyon just going to take that down with the spear. And so far this Baron push has been a little bit lackluster. We're finally going to get one turret that does go down in mid.
And Chovy's not here down to this moment from Keria. He's got flash, flashes, ults, hooks him, calling out. He has no flash as they focus on. He's just watching. He's watching his Kalista on the other side. That's a support AD carry duo right there.
Sometimes just kind of die for no reason in some of their other matches, but it really feels like today he's got his head on straight, and if he's got that, well, I say that, now he's a bit caught alongside Aguma as they're trying to get onto Aguma. Keria is just going to get his fates called away, and double TP are coming in. T1 trying to turn the fight as the ult goes in. The death chamber onto Chovy, and this front line, that third triple knockup comes in from Keen as he's going to knock that one. Faker's just chasing Canyon into the jungle, but he's not going to help out his team until right now. Misses the Valkyrie over the wall and is not able to get on in there. Not even sure if he wanted to really get on in there as Gen.G, they're turning this game around, trying to take down Owner now, who is a bit alone. Finally, Faker will come over and try to punish, takes out Keen, and he might just have the damage, forces the flash from Pays, so that they have to get away from this one. Owner still on the chase, looking for a bowling ball, as actually it's Faker, who does get in there with one auto.
One auto's enough. And that's it. I mean, that's rapid fire cannon damage coming through here from Faker. Chovy going to try to look for a punish here onto Owner potentially, but I think a bit optimistic as they just were split there on the call. Keen once again kind of going in, hoping he could take Owner out in the 1v1 because he's got so much MR even though he was low. Lehens?
Yeah, Lehens TPing in, but we have Keria nearby as well. I think actually Gen.G have to back away from this one.
Yeah, bit of a disaster.
Uh-oh, yeah, Lehens might just be dead. No flash and really no hope. Gets a heal from the Nidalee and then just dies. And the TP, a bit desperate to say the least. T1 still in control.
I mean, these frontliners have been punished so hard by T1 this game. 1 in 5 for Keen, 0 in 3. Lehens caught multiple times this game trying to make plays. Keria?
Now, speaking of trying to make plays, we saw a pretty good one from Keen in the last fight, but at the end of the day, Hook is going to miss. That Canyon was decently fed, but Owner is certainly very far ahead of him at this point.
He has his Zonias, so I mean, he's somewhat tanky and can really set up big ultimates, especially when he has flash like he does now.
All right, let's see the angle here. Keria's on the backside, will flash over the wall as now maybe a sleep to come in. That did hit 2 people, but that is just Cassante. Now the turn coming in, and Keria's way too far forward, but he's very tanky. Does he have the items? And yeah, he's got Fate's Call as well as Owner trying to chip away at that front line. But Keria is too far in the front, and down he will go. Lehens and Keen still alive.
Level 18 Chovy, front to back.
He's waiting. He is waiting. He's hunting for that moment. Another spear is going to land, and here comes Chovy over the wall just to immediately be put in the death chamber up against the Mordekaiser. Gets countered by the Mordekaiser. Owner going in by himself. Keen does take down one, but he will fall as well, and now Owner on the chase here. Should eventually be able to take these two out, I would imagine, or at least keep them around in time for Guma to come over. As the Lilia so slippery, just gonna run away.
After that last fight, great ultimate there from Zayas. He won't have it for this one to keep Canyon out of the pit, but he doesn't have flash, so it's a one-way trip.
Faker's just so bad. I mean, like, he's just able to Valkyrie into people now. He's 5-0 and 7, matching Owner, who's also throwing bowling balls over the wall.
He's so late.
So low. Yeah, there's just no way Gen.G can get in.
And Lens just TPs to clear ward. T1, I feel like
it's just so oppressive. Like Gen.G, they're trying to heal through the damage. They're trying to tank, but their front lines just get absolutely melted. You mentioned it was like 10k damage that Owner did in that last. Absolutely. So, I mean, we're here in this spot where it looks like T1 are pretty much on the doorstep of winning game number 1. They haven't taken an inhibitor yet, and they still are going up against Ornaments. As Faker's just going to be caught out and just killed. Down he goes, right as I was saying it. Gen.G trying to fight their way back into this game as they do get that pick, and now Keria just gonna try to peel for the team. They have to use Fade's Call. Meanwhile, in mid, Zeus wants this inhibitor.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to get extremely long cooldown here for this next Dragon fight. Soul point here for T1. And
yeah, that Owner is just gonna be pulled back into the team. The Cassante gets the jump on him, and Owner is dead. And now Gen.G have prevented the Ocean Soul, which would have been massive up against all this foe.
They're trying to push maybe mid here to get an inhibitor in return, but again, it's so risky. By the way, 1,000 kills, fewest games, youngest player.
Really make the series interesting, but now Gen.G feel like they're back in control.
Yeah, it's still interesting. It's not over yet, but Gen.G making the plays.
Yeah, they're trying to isolate this front line, actually, trying to get on top of the Mordekaiser, but now Faker gonna go into the fight and immediately just die as Toby will take him down and punish Faker in the mid lane, as now Zeus has to go into this one. We do have a sleep as well. Lilia, Owner trying to do the damage, but this front line is just so tanky. Owner, though, gonna go golden. Is it enough as Guma soloing down Keen? It's a very close fight, but at the end of the day, you see Chovy and you see Paze on nearly full health, and Gen.G, it looks like they may have just done it again.
Yeah, looks like they may have. It's been a few games this season that Gen.G been brought to the brink. It looked like maybe it's another win, it's another loss for Gen.G, but maybe it's not today, maybe it's not in this first game. The flyby extendo beam is going to miss. It looks like Owner gets out with his life, but that's not going to stop this Baron from going down. And there's a light be able to actually take the first inhibitor of this series.
Yeah. They only got one grub, you remember from the early game where not a lot was happening. But take a look at the actual human nexus that is Paze right now. He is a turret, and nobody can get on top of him. Nobody can close the gap between them and the Senna, and everybody on the side of T1 is just taking massive poke damage. Nobody can escape the wrath that is Paze right now. And, you know, he's got 1,000 kills. He's got over 1,000 assists now as well in the LCK. And Gen.G, off of the backs of him in this very strong late game comp, might just end the game here. Keria, desperate to try to stop the push from coming in. Faker doing a lot of damage, but immediately the heals come in.
So many minions starting to stack up here. Great front line. Paze could just hit Faker from so far away.
Yeah, there's just no way for him to ever fight that 1v1. Keria trying to stop the wave. Guma trying to do it as well. As down will go Chovy, but there's a second, even stronger AD carry that's left over. It is Paze on Senna. As okay, got a little sleep coming in. Trying to delay. Faker trying to get on in here, but Owner just falls, and immediately Faker will as well. Canyon might go down. No, he is actually going to live somehow. Gen.G take game 1 in 42 minutes.
These were the best highlights from today's LCK matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, okay. See you on the next one.